Yo guys, what is up? It is CJ or Sorable bringing this video on Destiny once again. Now in today's Destiny video, I'll be showing you guys my vault. And I'm also going to be showing you all three of my characters' inventories. Now I wish I would have done this at the end of year 1 and at the end of year 2, but I never really thought about it. So I'm probably going to start doing these more often, especially towards the end of a game. Obviously we do not know how Destiny 2 is going to work with loot and vault space. So if you guys want to see more of these, let me know by leaving a like and a comment. So without further ado, let's get into the vault. Now this is to show you guys what I have and what I carry on me. None of these are really in particular order. There's going to be a bunch of year 2 and year 3 and year 1 weapons all mixed up on page 1, 2, and 3. So I hope you guys do enjoy. This is my high road soldier. I'm pretty sure the roll on it isn't anything insane, but it is reforge ready. This was a very OP scout rifle back in the House of Wolves. It really did rain terror on the Crucible, and I'm just glad I have it. You can still get it from the House of Wolves Prison Elders, I believe. Yes, you can. So it's not super rare or anything. So let's go over to this. This is my Calling Future War Cult Scout Rifle. This is from Vanilla. I'm almost positive. Let me double check real quick, guys. But this is my baby. This is one of my first primary legendaries I've ever got. This is from Vanilla, and I mean, I like it. I think you could have got different rolls on it, and this is, I still have it. It's my baby, and this was literally my first primary legendary I ever got. So let's go on to the next thing. If it's something not really too important, I'm probably going to go over it. So we have the Wolf Slayer's Claw. You can get this from Prison Elders very easily. Next thing, we have the Exodus Plan RS1. This is from House of Wolves. It's the year 1 rocket. It's pretty good. We have the NA3D1 Salvation State. This is a pretty decent scout rifle I decided to keep. This is also from the House of Wolves. This is my Jewel of Osiris year 1 Trials hand cannon from the House of Wolves. Pretty decent. We have the Hide and Seek 42 Vanilla year 1 shotgun from Dead Orbit. Now this thing doesn't have anything, insane on it. It has high cal. I didn't even know shotguns can roll with high cal. It's just something I kept because it's from year 1. I don't really keep anything unless it's rare or has a good roll. We have the Defiant Gravity A from Dead Orbit once again. It's a vanilla machine gun. Pretty decent. It's actually a really good roll. I just don't use it that much. Going on, we have a year 1 Party Crasher from House of Wolves. This used to be shot package, but they took it out of the game, so it was good before, but now it's just kind of trash. This is my Vanquisher VII. This is from Vanilla. This is a vanilla auto rifle from New Monarchy. Pretty good. I remember I got this from a Nightfall, so I still have the picture on my phone of when I got this, because this is one of the first legendaries I ever got. Right next to it, we have the Nerwan's Mercy from the Taken King year 2 pulse rifle. Very good pulse rifle, I do say so myself. Another scout rifle from the Taken King. Pretty good scout rifle. I decided to keep it because I didn't think you're going to be able to get these anymore, but you can. We have the Does Not Bow, again from the Taken King. You guys are going to see a lot of Taken King stuff right here. This is the auto rifle, strike exclusive. Next, we have the Waylorian's March year 2 Iron Banner sniper. Pretty good roll, honestly. This is one of my favorite snipers, and I do enjoy it. It doesn't have that great of scopes, but the perks are pretty decent. Next, we have the Hothead, which I've never used before, but it's pretty much the legendary version of the Dragon's Breath. Right next to it, we have the Scholar Adept. Now, this thing is Elemental Burn, as you see, because it's a year 1 weapon. Pretty good scout rifle for the Nightfall when it was solar, but obviously you can't use it because it'll lower your light. I miss Elemental Primaries. This thing was a beast when it was relevant. Right next to it, we had the Suro Disc. I just picked this up from the Gunsmith because it had a pretty decent roll, I believe. Rangefinder, high cal, and snapshot or small bore. So pretty good. I just never really used it, but I might end up doing that. I have the Hack-On's Hatchet from year 2 Iron Banner. Pretty decent roll. I have a year 1 Pacifier X from House of Wolves. It's also a New Monarchy machine gun. I didn't really use it that much, but I still have it just because it's the year 1 weapon. I'm pretty sure you can't get them anymore. Now, you guys are going to see some of these raid weapons from Kuroda and BOG, but it's just because I think they're awesome. But as soon as we get the new versions of these, I'm probably just going to delete them because I'm sure the old ones are going to be obtainable still. So we have the Hunger Kuroda from Kuroda's End. Dark Below Legendary. We have the Colavance's Duty from the Taken King Scout Rifle, Iron Banner year 2. We have the Red Spectre Auto Rifle from the Taken King. Pretty good roll on this thing. I just have yet to use it. I have one almost exactly like this. I think I just deleted it, but it has Rodeo, Perfect Balance, and Grenadier. So pretty good auto rifle. I've yet to use it though. I had one just like it. And then we have the Duke Mark 10. It's just a white hand cannon I decided to keep to mess around with. We have the Stranger's Rifle. Everyone who's watching this should have the Stranger's Rifle. We have the Reflection Sun Adept Year 2 Pulse Rifle from Trials of Osiris. You know, this thing, it's not the best, but I just kept it because, like I said, with the other Year 2 trial things, I didn't think we were going to be able to give any more, like the Year 1. So then we have the Venation 3 from Dead Orbit Vanilla Hand Cannon. This thing is a beauty. I love this thing. One of my better weapons out there. Then we have the Culling from the House of Wolves from Future War Cult Year 1 Machine Gun. You know, the perks on this are decent, but I never used it back in Year 1. I wasn't much of a machine gun fan back then. We have the Hung Jury God Roll. Everyone knows this thing. We have the Shadow Reveals from the Prison Elders, the Year 1 Sniper. This thing is a god tier sniper. I'm pretty sure it has like the most aim assist in the game, and it's just, it looks nice. It kind of looks like the Devil's Dawn, if you guys noticed that. Then we have the Frenzy, which I got actually recently. If you guys have not seen it, I have a video on how to get Year 1 weapons from the House of Wolves in, you know, any expansion, just because it's through the Prison Elders. If you guys want to go watch that, I'll link it right now on a card. But this is how I got this thing. It's pretty awesome. I don't think the rolls are too great, but I just kept it because it's a Year 1 weapon. And I got this out of a Blue Ingrams. And then we have the Do-Gooder Auto Rifle from the Crucible. This thing is my baby. I love this thing so much. I remember when I got this. This thing is a beast. If you guys want to see me make a video on any of these weapons, let me know in the comments as well, because I could do that. Next, we have the PAX Totalist EPR8 Year 1 Rocket Launcher. Nothing insane, I just kept it because it's Year 1. Next, we have the Righteous VI from the Taken King Auto Rifle. I just kept this because I knew you couldn't get it anymore. Next, we have the Deacon RS2. Nothing special, just a white rocket launcher. We have a random Imago Loop from the Taken King, pretty much a remake of the Fatebringer. It just had a pretty decent PvP roll, so I kept it. Next, we have the Water Star Adept. Like I said, I just kept these because I didn't think you're going to be able to keep them from Year 2 to Year 3 and be able to get them. So you can, though, so this is kind of pointless. On to the next page. The thing that's going to suck, if I click on one of these, it's going to send me back to page 1, so bear with me, guys. I'm going to skip very fast over the exotics so you guys know what they are, but the no time to explain. Next, we have the Harrow Doom of Chelchis Scout Rifle from the King's Fall raid, Taken King. Next, we have the Harald Smite, a Moraine Pulse Rifle from the Taken King raid. This is a pretty good pulse rifle, honestly, but it's just, you know, a raid weapon, so you guys can go get this if you want. Next, we have the Anonymy XVI from New Monarchy. It's a sniper from the Taken King that you cannot obtain anymore. I actually really like the thing of, I really like the model of this sniper, honestly, but the archetype itself is not very good, so I didn't really use it that much. We have the Universal Remote, one of my favorite exotics, the Bullion Geminis, and then we have the Loner Rebel from Year 1, House of Wolves. This thing, I re-rolled it to get a pretty decent roll. It's not the best, but it could be better. This could be rifle barrel, but it's brace frame, sadly. But as you can see, it's reforged already, so if I ever want to change those rolls, I could get a better one. We have the Soul Edge, Kvostov, the original white Kvostov, pretty OG. We have the Calcutta LR2A white sniper. I just kept it for, you know. We have the Year 1 2020 AMR. This is back before you can get it in the Rise of Iron, so I thought it was cool. Still have the OG Gallahorn. We have the Trezepon Star Strike exclusive Scout Rifle. That's a remake of the Vision of Confluence. Pretty decent. We have the Ace of Spades, another sword, another sword. We have the Finalis Pearl. This is a very good roll on this hand cannon. I think this might have been a vendor, but I do not remember. It has Last Resort, Rifled, and Hidden Hand, along with Sure Shot IS. Very good Iron Banner hand cannon. This was from Year 2 Iron Banner. Next, we have the Tomorrow's Answer. This is the Year 1 Trials rocket launcher that I was in love with. It has Javelin, Grenades and Horseshoes, Tripod, and Warhead Verniers. I think that's how you say that. So very good roll. This is my go-to on almost everything when I had that rocket and when it was relevant. Next, we have another Red Spectre. This is the roll I was talking about. The other one has Rodeo. This one has Rangefinder. Next, we have another Nerwin's Mercy because this is a little bit of a better roll, but I decided to keep both. We have another Finalis Pearl. This was actually the vendor version. My bad, guys. This used to be able to two-shot if you could get reactive reload proc. We have a Questing Beast Vanguard Year 2 Auto Rifle. Pretty good roll. I've yet to use it, though. I just knew I should keep it because, you know, auto rifles would have been relevant once again, and now they are. Next, we have the low-grade Humility Year 1 Sniper. It has pretty good rolls at Short Gaze, Ambush, Hidden Hand, Snapshot, and Grenadier. Next, we have the Suro PDX 45, pretty much the Hawksaw Jr. Then we have the Her Mercy from the Prison Elders, but this is with the Queen's version. It's nothing insane. You guys can get this out of the chest at the end of Prison Elders. Now we have the Grim Citizen. You guys can get this from the Taken King. It's nothing insane. I just decided to keep it because it was a decent auto rifle. We have the Quest Conspiracy Theory D. Again, nothing insane. We have the Hand of Judgment. You guys can get this from Challenge of Elders, the Elder's Sigil. This is a pretty good thing. This used to be called quote-unquote Fatebringer roll. I remember this kid made a video on it and said that, oh, I found the new Fatebringer because primary damage was favored. It's pretty funny, actually. So let's keep on going. We have the Year 1 Murmur. Obviously, it's Year 1. It's only in Year 1. It's from an Eris quest. So next we have the Hawksaw. I'm pretty sure there's a Vendor Hawksaw. You guys all know this beauty. I need to start using this thing a little bit more, probably. Next, we have the Word of Crota. Like I said, once we get these back in Year 3 versions, I'll probably delete the original ones if they're obtainable still. Next, we have the Dedry's Retort. It's not an insane shotgun, but it's from Year 2 Iron Banner. You cannot get it anymore, so I decided to keep it. Next, we have the Vacancy Fusion Rifle from Future Oracle from Year 2. This thing is a beast. I'm pretty sure this is Vendor Rule. Has a good sight, hot swap, brace frame, and rangefinder. This thing was insane, and it looks pretty nice in my opinion. Then we have the OG Vex Myth class. You guys know what this thing is, so I'm not going to go over it. We have the 1,000-Yard Stare. I decided to keep this because it had a pretty good roll. Short Gaze, Ambush, Eye of the Storm, Snapshot, and Unflinching. This was from Year 2. This was the God Sniper that everyone used and probably still uses. Then we have the Her Revenge. This is not an insane roll. It's from the Taken King. You guys can still get this from the Challenge of Elders, and you can infuse it to light level. This thing just doesn't have a good roll on it, and I decided to keep it because it looks really cool once you put chroma on it. On the third page, we have the Ex Machinima. We're at the Machine Sniper. You guys know what this is. Second of all, we have a Grasp of Malik with not that great of a roll, so I haven't used it yet. Next, we have a Cryptic Dragon with a pretty decent roll, but of course, it's a Rise Iron weapon, so it's not that cool. Next, we have the Necrochasm. You guys actually might not know what this is, and they're probably introducing it back into the Age of Triumph, but this is an auto rifle. Had a really long quest line just to get a really horrible auto rifle, which I feel like they might buff when it comes back. Pretty cool exotic. We have the Conzoplasm, Burning Eye Adept, Harrowed Defiance of Yasmin. This is the OG raid weapon from the King's Fall. This is the Sniper. It's a pretty good roll. You guys can get pretty much almost the same roll, and you guys can still go get this if you like to. Then we have the first sidearm ever to come into Destiny, the Vestian Dynasty. Pretty decent sidearm, but the bullets travel very slow. We have the Queensbreaker's Bow. You guys know what this is. Then we have a Panta Ray with a bunch of random sights, red dot, hipfire, rifled, and rangefinder. This thing is insane, but I've yet to use it because I just use rifles, and especially with special ammo changes, it would not be relevant. My bad for the voice crack. We got the Mida. We have the Doctrine Passing. If you guys don't know this thing rained terror in the Crucible and still does occasionally. This thing was a very high rate of fire, low impact auto rifle. This thing was insane, and it used to destroy in the Crucible, and it still does some to this day. Next, we have the Iron Wreath sidearm from the Iron Banner. This was the original Iron Banner sidearm. It looks really nice, and it's also a decent roll. It has Reinforced Barrel, Hot Swap, Zen Moment, and Quick Draw IS. This is a very good sidearm, and I really do enjoy this thing. Next, we have the Black Spindle. You guys know what this is. Then we have the Tamarid. This thing was pretty much my Year 2 Tomorrow's Answer. It really actually is, because it's a Trials rocket as well. So has about the same perks, and I still use it to this day occasionally. We have the Steel Medulla, the Raid Pulse. You guys know what this is. We have the Red Death. You guys know what that is. We have the Touch of Malice. Some of you guys may or may not know what this is. This is the Raid exclusive exotic for the Taken King. Very nice exotic. I suggest you guys go get this if you don't have it already. We have my favorite shotgun, the Found Verdict. The thing that made this so special is one of my first raid weapons I ever got. It has same perks. Everyone's going to get the same perks on the same raid weapons, but it just looks nice, and I really do enjoy this thing. It has full auto, and it's super fun to use in almost any activity. I'm very excited to get that back. We have the Black Hammer, pretty much legendary version of the Black Spindle, if you guys did not know that. I'm very curious what they're going to do with it in the Age of Triumph. Probably just turn White Nail into triple tap. Then we have a God Roll Hopscotch Pilgrim. I'll go ahead and show you guys. This is the Rise of Iron version. It has red dot, rangefinder, brace frame, and glass half full. Pretty good roll. Next, we have the Year 3 2020 AMR. It's a quest line weapon, so it's nothing special. We have the legendary, quite literally, Fatebringer hand cannon. If you guys don't know what this is, it's pretty much the... It pretty much just made PvE an amazing... It really just took over PvE in Year 1 when it first came out. This thing is pretty much the Year 1 Amaga Loop, if you guys don't know what that is. This was the Amaga Loop before the Amaga Loop was a thing. Has Firefly, you know, whatever of these, and Outlaw. So you get a headshot, reload, another headshot, reload, and plus the Firefly will get a lot of damage. So it's very awesome, and I did enjoy this thing. Very excited to get this back in the Age of Triumph as well. We have an LDR 5001. I got this from a random package. I decided to keep it because I had Short Gaze, Ambush, Last Resort, Quick Draw, and Outlaw. It had Short Gaze, Ambush, Last Resort, Snapshot, and Outlaw. It also has Quick Draw optionally as well, so it's pretty decent. And then we have the Cock Talk. I made a video with this thing literally a few days ago if you guys want to go check that out. Very decent hand cannon from the Weaponsmith. It doesn't have a great roll on it, but I enjoy it. It's Sure Shot, Look in the Chamber, Race Frame, and Icarus. It's kind of like the Vanity, but not as good. Then we have the Glass Promontory, however you say it. It's the Year 2 Trials Sniper, has a pretty good roll on it. I think they all had the similar rolls, but anyways, this one has Hidden Hand, Snapshot, Performance Bonus, which is very good, and Ambush and Short Gaze. So pretty good everything, honestly. Very good sniper, just pretty bad archetype. Then lastly, we have the Her Benevolence. There's also one that looks just like this called the Her Supremacy, but, you know, awfully, unluckily enough, I could not get it. So we have the Her Benevolence with Short Gaze, Taxis, Hidden Hand, Snapshot, and Performance Bonus. Probably one of the better rolls you can get on this thing. This is my favorite sniper. If you guys would like to see a video on this, I would try to do it, but the special ammo changes. So if you guys want to see this, I may do it on Xbox One or something like that. So that really does it for my vault. I'm going to go into my Titans inventory and show you guys what I carry around usually on me. I have the Clever Dragon, God Roll, but it's really not that good anymore since they patched it. Iron Red Dot, Perfect Balance, High Cal, and Head Seeker. Pretty good roll. Then we have my Ias Luna, a very sought after hand cannon with Sure Shot, Rangefinder, Small Bore, and Army 1. If this was Rangefinder, I would use it more, but it's just, It's pretty good still, though. I do enjoy it. I have my Hawkmoon. You guys know, you know the Hawkmoon. Look at this beautiful exotic ornament on it. Then we have the First Curse, one of my favorite exotics. Then we have the Devil You Know from the Taken King. This has a Year 1 counterpart, but this is the Taken King version. This has Sure Shot IS, Rangefinder, Rifled, and Alive support. So very, very, very good hand cannon. I do enjoy this. Then we have the Hopscotch Pilgrim with another good roll. It has all these sights, Red Dot, Counterbalance, Brace Frame, Small Bore, and Spray in Place. Pretty good. Then we have the Suros Regime, so you guys get it. Next for our specials, we have the Teacup Tempest. Pretty good roll. I'll go ahead and show it to you guys. It's nothing insane, but it has Outlaw, Crowd Control, Fitted Stock, High Cal, and Hot Swap. Hey, how long these take to load? We have an LDR God Roll. This was the first LDR I ever got from the update, and it was from literally like my first package. I got Short Gaze, Taxis, Last Resort, Quick Draw, and Hidden Hand. This is literally like one of the first days from one of my first packages. My friends were going for it, and I randomly opened this, and I got it. It was pretty awesome, and I am very proud of this. I made a video on it, and it did pretty well. So we have the Winged Word Trials Sniper. Nothing too insane. It has the same roll every time you get it. One of my favorite snipers, though. We have the X Asterisk, you know, pretty good fusion rifle. I like it. A lot of people hate on it. It has Hipfire, Perfect Balance, and Rangefinder. Next, we have the Matador. This thing was really good before I got patched. Now shotguns are kind of pointless. It has Aggressive Ballistics, Cascade, Reinforced, and Final Round. So that thing will probably never be touched again, but it served its purpose. Trespasser, Icebreaker, Telesto. Do not know why this is in my inventory, to be honest with you guys, but it is what it is. We have the Truth. I usually don't carry around Truth, but I did it for a video. We have the Bane of the Taking, a machine gun from Challenge of Elders. Dreadfang Sword. You guys can still get this, I'm sure. Year 2 rocket launcher from the Iron Banner. Tormund the Bellows, one of my favorites. This is still my go-to for PvP. A tripod, heavy payload, and grenades and horseshoes. We have the Young Wolf's Howl, pretty pointless exotic IMO, and the Sound of Fury. So that was my Titan. I'm going to go ahead and go over to my Hunter and show you guys what I have on there. Yeah, on my Hunter, I don't have anything too insane, just a few random things that I don't feel like carrying on my Titans. So my Hunter is usually my main go-to, but we have the Zalo, another Clever Dragon with a pretty decent roll, Just a star with life support, pretty handy for soloing Crota on hard. The Year 3 Thorn, a Magaloop with Firefly, very close to the Fabian roll, but not close enough. The How Dare You with a pretty decent roll. The Last Word, Chaos Dogma, Raid Weapon, Raid Scout from the Wrath Machine, a very good weapon. We have the Vendor Roll, Palindrome, Unraveling Thread, Trial Shotgun. We have a Longbow Synthesis with a pretty good roll. I'll go ahead and show you guys this. Has Longview, Hawkeye, and Ambush. Pretty decent with Grenadier, Skip Rounds, Hamlet Stock, Casket Mag, and Hidden Hand. We have a bunch of longbows on this character. We have the Steel Piercer from the Hunter, pretty good sniper. We have another longbow, PvE. Has triple tap, injection mold, mulligan, very good for PvE. Got the Party Crasher with another decent roll. It has aggressive ballistics, rangefinder, reinforced, and replenish. That's my baby, but also the Matador is my baby. This is a god roll for Crucible at short gaze, ambush, Army of One, quick draw, and hidden hand. I've yet to really try to use this thing, but it's very good. I know I've used it in private match. And then I also randomly got this the other day. I got the Two of the Morgue. I've yet to try this really, but it has rangefinder, rifled, and final round. So I don't know if this thing would be good. It kind of reminds me of the Dry Rot. It has the same model, so I might use that someday. For the heavies, we don't have anything too insane, but we do have two Year 2 heavies. We have the Bredomart Stan, very good, Iron Banner, machine gun. It has spray and play, skip rounds, and rangefinder. I love this thing. I use it a lot in PvE, actually, surprisingly, over PvP. And we have the Surosh JLB. I'm pretty sure you guys can still get this, but it has Flare Magwell, grenades and horseshoes, and javelin. That was my Hunter, and I will go over to my Warlock and show you there. And if you guys are wondering why I'm doing this on Xbox compared to PlayStation, it's because on PlayStation I just recently started, so I do not have anything rare over anything. I don't have any Year 2 or Year 1 weapons, so I'm doing it all on here. Now this is genuinely just a vault character. I like Warlocks, but I just don't use them anymore. So we have the Blind Perdition. You guys know what this is. This is a Godly Trials Pulse. I love this thing. Did the Tlilock, the Null Land, Outbreak Prime, Kavas Stop Exotic version, another How Dare You with Look in the Chamber triple tap, and the Extremophile Auto Rifle. Now this is from Rise Iron, but it's very good, and I do enjoy this thing. Then we have the pretty much same roll on my 1,000-yard stairs I did as my longbow. We have triple tap, perfect balance, and mulligan. Again, another god roll for PvE. Silent Vigil, not a good roll at all, but we have Hammer Forged, Brace Frame, Lightweight, Accelerated Coils, Performance Bonus, and Rangefinder. This thing actually is pretty good. My bad. I thought it was another roll. We have the Proud Spire Shotgun that you can get out of the book. Nothing too insane. It has Rangefinder, Lightweight, Rifled. 77 Wizard with Rangefinder. Braced, and Cascade. Another X Astris with a unflinching, enhanced battery, laid stock, and counterbalance roll. The Last Ditch 001 with a very close to vendor roll. It has Flare Magwell, Hip Fire, perfect balance, knee pads, and a rangefinder. A little bit better than the vendor roll, in my opinion. Then we have the Devil's Dawn. You guys know what this is. It's going to always have the same rolls, but I'll go ahead and show it off. Then we have the Patience and Time, pretty trash. We have the Assist Assembly Required, not a very good rocket. The Harrowed Quilliam's Terminus, very good machine gun from the King's Fall raid. Got the Titanium Orchid from the Iron Banner, rocket launcher, pretty decent. The Unending Doge, pretty good machine gun, I do say so myself. Got the Abaddon and Nova Mortis, and then we have the Raid If Materia from the Wrath Machine. So guys, that was my vault and all my characters' inventories. I don't know if I really did it that well. I kind of skipped over some things that I could have shown, honestly. But I went over all the important stuff, and I'd like to do this just so I can look back at what I had at this point in time. If you guys want to see me do this at the end of Destiny 1, let me know. I'll almost probably end up indefinitely doing it, just because that'd be awesome to end Destiny 1 with a vault video to show everything I ever kept and had. So this is my pre-Age of Triumph one. I'll probably do one post-Age of Triumph towards the end of Destiny, around August. So if you have any questions about any weapons in my vault or inventory or armor in any of the two, leave a comment. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like the video, leave a like and a comment, and also subscribe to this channel for more Destiny content like this. And as always, it's been CJ or Sorable. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.